Now let's preview this particular scene and you will be able to see this whole thing. So if you go to your story view now, you will be able to see. Can you see the branching, guys? This one. This is a plain one, the imported slide. But this is where we are able to create the branching. Are you with me? Yeah. So I'm going to now just kind of preview it so that you'll be able to see how the triggers are going to function now. You can always have a quick check on this also if you wanted by checking this out by clicking on it. Let's say lesson one, then you have your lesson one because lesson one need to prolong for some time. And then you have your lesson three, you have course summary. Where is our lesson two? Yeah. I think we can rename it as a lesson two also. However, I haven't. Let me go ahead and just kind of preview this scene. Remember, we have a couple of these options. You can preview this slide, this scene, or selected slides also. If I have to select it slide, I have to select not to select it. Let me go ahead, do it for the entire. So I'm just going to cancel the preview and do it for the entire scene, this scene. This scene contains those blue slides only. Okay. Something went wrong. Once again, let me retry. Okay, it says there's a bug. Okay, say don't want to report the bug, but the preview is not shown. So something malfunction doesn't happen that often. Sometimes it may happen. Let me retry it once again. Okay, unfortunately, this is not happening. Let me do it for the selected slide then. Okay, so I'll just select these slides only. How am I selecting? You press your control button, so you'll be able to select those selected slide only. Yeah, and let me try if that happens with the selected slide. Okay, there's a bug, it says. Um, it doesn't happen that regularly, guys. It just happens very occasionally when you will have this kind of a issue coming up. But most of the time, there's no issue. But this is where I wanted to show you how you can do the branching. So let me see if I can preview for just two slides. I've just selected three slides and let me try it once again. Not happening. Okay, but never mind. I'll just show you another course, perhaps that can give you an idea. So usually we create a storyboard. So this is a sample storyboard in PowerPoint. You can do it in a Word document also. I have a Word document storyboard also, which you can see. Usually, as you know, storyboard will contain your screen title, your seat duration, how many seconds to media file, whatever JPEG or MP3, MP4 files, and instruction to the developer. Like what exactly you want the developer to do. To on-screen text, of course, you will have the voiceover. This is audio narration. This is your voiceover, basically. So, and your instructional designer will precisely follow this. This is on-screen text. And this is on-screen media, which you have it in place. These are thumbnails which are created. The thumbnails will help the developer to identify what he should be doing in your screen. Yeah, so the on-screen text which you want it to appear is this. You can mention, what you want it to appear one by one. It means through animation. And there's a show the visual spectrum of a human eye over here. Thumbnail is given as a rough draft. So the developer will do it as step-by-step process. Similarly, you will be able to see here also in this particular storyboard. Here, your on-screen text media, your course lesson, your developer instruction, and your on-screen text and the graphics. So these are the characters which are inserted to give you the start screen, what dialogues will appear between them. And of course, each of these will basically give an idea what kind of media assets to be created. What's a voiceover? That's or your audio narration script. Basically, the voiceover script is also being given. And then using that, we create a course. So if I just open that here. So see here, I'm just showing the screen sharing. This is a file, I'll open it. However, once you publish the file, you will get this is published in a SCORM 2.0. So your 1.2, sorry, you will be able to find this whole set of files which are there. These files will help you to upload into the your LMS. So there will be the story line output file, which we require the entire set of files to be uploaded. So if I just open this is just a sample. Now, what's the problem it's saying? Okay, here we go. It's already open. Yeah, so you'll be able to see this is the course created, and each of these course will have a triggers, as you can see it over here also in the timeline. So what we do, we just preview this scene, let's say. Yeah. Voice, the sound on night duration, I've just kept it almost zero. We start the course. These are the course objectives which are given. And then, of course, there's a dialogue. Often we have a voiceover. At this moment, there's no voiceover. The conversation may take place. All these are created in the, using it. Then you click on it. This is not there in the target preview, but you'll be able to go to the relevant slide basically. It's not been added. This is sample purpose. So what did we do? We used the storyboard and precisely following the instructions, this whole scene is created. The sample where there is a dialogue conversation taking place, and then each of these buttons will help us to go to the relevant slide. So it will have a larger view of each of these things. So we are inserting these buttons, and perhaps that's helping us. So if you just go to your, I think this got a little corrupted. Let me see if this is working. I'm just going to quickly check and uh, this slide. Yeah, fortunately this is working. Only this section got a little corrupted. So this section got a little corrupted when we imported. It usually doesn't happen. It just by chance. So what we can do, we can let's say I insert maybe here itself I can show you. So here the same thing. You are branching this scene. You connect it to some other slide. Any slide you can choose perhaps using the triggers. So you will have your course being branched out like this. Can you do that, people? You have already imported, right? And you have your course page, which is your 1.4, you will have course objective. So let's say if I click on this, let me just do it for one so that at least that will stay. Let me set a trigger on this entire box, the objective box one. Yeah, so I have it named as objective. It's been already named. That's a good part of it. Let me connect it to this particular slide 1.6. So I'm going to go here and say jump to which slide? 1.6. When user clicks on which one? Let's say user clicks on objective one. Okay. Yeah. Likewise, maybe do it for this one. Okay. So again, once again, let's say uh, jump to the slide, a particular slide. You can say, let's say major point layout. When user clicks on objective 2, which we have selected. Okay. And then I'm going to just select these many, or maybe just select this and these. That's it. These three, and preview it. So if I click on it, it goes there. Can you see that, guys? But I should have a back button to come back. At this moment, because I've just reviewed only 3 slides, I'm able to come back easily. And then again, second. Yeah. And again, we go back. Let's say first, same slide is being chosen. There we go. So what we are doing, this red lines appearing because you set a trigger. This trigger should be different. Let's say we set this one, maybe 1.7 I can choose. Yeah, now it'll come like this. Chosen 3 slides, 4 slides over here. Selected slide. So you click on this, you go to the relevant slide. Yeah, you come back. Again, number 2, you come here. You go back. Again, if you select the number 3, we haven't set that. Basically, main menu is there. Everybody? So I want you to just quickly kind of connect some of this to create a branches. For the velocity slide, maybe you can do it. or any slide which you have imported, you can do it also. So you can have a little bit of at least trial with a trigger. I'm going to stop screen sharing. Please tell me if you're clear. So there we go. I am screen sharing that Word document storyboard, e-learning storyboard. Remember this is, and you see these headers. You can change it. There's no rule that you should follow this only. On screen media file, then you have your instruction to the visual, to the developer. Developer is e-learning developer. So what these descriptions are mentioned. Sometimes people may not mention a media file because developer will decide on its own. However, you tell, okay, we need these media file, basic minimum. Likewise, you see this. And we give a description of it. So what is the description? Screen type, what is it animated? What will happen? The character will appear. Who is the character? This and this image will appear. One is your photo pic JPEG image to appear, and then your scope pic your the red arrow will appear. This is a red arrow. See in between little small one which is shown, and the whole your also your this is your on-screen text will appear and your voiceover. So character will speak these dialogues. How do you get this dialogue? From here? Let me just open it and go to your insert tab. Let me take that voiceover so I can show you over here directly. So let's say this is the content which I just copied it. I go here and I go to insert and I come here, insert audio, let's say text to speech. Never forget to click on this generate closed caption. I choose a voice, what voice we want. Let's say we want the Gregory, and then we choose copy the particular content. I'm just copying a little bit of it. So just to show you the sample and say insert. This will not be possible in your Word. This will happen only in your Articulate. See here, the text to speech is inserted. Let me see if I have sharing the sound and you can hear it now.
Our eyes take about 30 minutes to adapt to the drop in light intensity.
So there we go. So what happened? Now we can decide when we wanted this audio to play. So we can say trigger and we can say, let's say play media. Which media? Of course, that text to speech is given already here. You can change, name it. And when let's say, when timeline starts, a user click or whatever option you wanted. Let's say when the state of the character is something. So all these different triggers can be set. Basically, I'm removing this off. Yeah. So the storyline gives that whole, the storyboard gives a whole direction. So you can follow. Another template could be in Word document, like you can see this one, perhaps. So what you have, same thing you have it, but your layout will look a little different because you're doing it in a PowerPoint. You just created a sections in the PowerPoint. This is a PowerPoint, Microsoft PowerPoint. We created a boxes out of it like this. We inserted some of these boxes over here. We go to insert, and then we have these text boxes being inserted over here. And we just colored it a little bit. Okay, hold on, the shape fill, and we just filled it a little bit lighter, kind of a lighter color. See here, the gray color. And we added a text to it. Yeah, got it? So these boxes are inserted like that. So that can be another format which you can follow and do it accordingly. So those were the options available to you right now to get started. Okay, so I'll just give you another small task which you can perform within this particular week. And to do so, what I would recommend, you can go to your, let's do it from the beginning. So I'm just going to close this. Let it be open. Let me open a new one over here. Yeah, we can create a course by doing a screen recording. How do you do it? So one is you can import file to create a course. Second, you can import PowerPoint. I hope the both are clear to all of you. Import PowerPoint. See here. Import a PowerPoint. Or you can do it from the quiz maker and the other Engage, other Articulate products also. You can import a source dot story template also. People, are you with me? You can import from the content library. Now we will explore this one, record screen. Yeah. So what we will do first, I'm going to just grab some YouTube video. Maybe I can do a screen recording of that particular YouTube video. Let's say the YouTube video could be about Kanban board. Let's say Kanban board. Okay, and we say it's need to be a video. So there we go. I'm going to grab this 6 minutes, 6 minute the duration. So let me take this. Okay, now this is not YouTube because we wanted a YouTube video. So I can take maybe, let me say YouTube. So just a few seconds video, maybe I can grab hold of. This one looks like, yeah. So I don't have to, I can have this video now. What I will do, I'll put it on the full screen or even this size will do, no problem size. Then I'll come to the storyboard. Are you all with me? Please follow the same steps. Not right now. First, see how to do it and then you do it after we are done with it. Okay. So open the YouTube video, which I have done right now. I put it on the full screen and I'm going to the articulate storyline and clicking on this record screen button. The moment I click record screen, this will appear. Can you see this small dotted line gray color? Are you all with me? So I can move it whichever place I wanted. Let's say which screen area you would like to record. So I will resize it accordingly. Increase the size a bit of it. Increase the width a bit of it. Hold on. Yeah. It started playing basically. So I'm going to pause the video and re-begin. There we go from here. Okay, and pause it. So we want to record this area of the screen. That's what the whole idea is. Everybody? So I'm just kind of doing a placement of this whole thing. I'm going to forward the video a little bit before I start the recording. Let's say I want the recording to start from here. Okay. So I can click on now. I'm yet to start recording. See, I will click on this button, red color button. Okay. To start the process. See, 1, 2, 3, it will start. And then simultaneously, I'll play the video now. I can play the video.
And optimize your workflow. Kanban boards bring clarity to your work process and help you understand how work flows through your system so you can be more efficient. Let's go into detail and explore the main elements of a Kanban board. Kanban boards can be broken down into 6 key components: columns.
Okay, that's it. I have clicked on the button done because again, I just wanted to demo you. So I've just stopped because otherwise it'll take a long time to insert. Okay, everybody? And then since I have clicked on the button done, this basically is getting inserted in that story file. See here. Can you see now, people? And see here, if I play it, you will be able to simultaneously. I'll play the video, right? Because I was speaking, it got recorded. Shouldn't speak.
Kanban boards bring clarity to your work process and help
you. Can you hear that, guys?
Work flows through your system, so you can.
Yeah. So I can now say insert. We want to insert on the single slide. This choose option, choose this particular option. Which scene? A new scene. Video scene. This is insert. So you can grab the snippet of videos from the YouTube or from any other source and you can insert it like this. This is how you can also create courses, especially video courses can be created using it, where you have every slide have a video, like a little bit of video description, again another video description, another video. Of course, there could be also a speaker who can narrate. Characters can speak up. We can add a text to speech to the characters also. So right now this video is getting processed, getting imported over here. Depends on the file size, I mean, usually takes time, sometimes pretty fast, sometimes it's slow. Most of the time slow, I would say. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so this is inserted over here. So if you just open and check it out and reduce the timeline and you would be able to see. Since on the full screen, I can reduce the size of it a little bit. Yeah. And then what I can do, I can just decrease this a little bit. I'll have a space over here. I can add a character, insert a character. Let's see. Let's say Lily will be here. Yeah, I can change a pose. I want you to do this small interaction. So Lily will explain basically a little bit of it. Yeah. So we can corp the character a bit. I want you to do that also as I'm kind of doing it for you. Yeah, and we place Lily over here. This video will appear here. You will have a title. Let's say insert a text box. and put a title. Let's say Kanban board. You can increase the size of the text, keep it, let's say, in the middle. And then the Lily will have a, let's say, a caption. So I can add this caption and make the description over here. Perhaps the description would be relevant to the video. Yeah, and I can change the color of it. Let's say, let me make it a little bit more gray kind of a color, and you can add. Now, right now, I'm just kind of grabbing the description from here itself, just to save a little bit of time. Perhaps you should Google search and properly put the description. Yeah, and with this description, you can say, let's check the video to know more, let's say. And then take this and go to home button, go to insert button and click on this text to speech. Yeah, paste the whole thing. Please don't forget to click on the generate closed caption, because that option should be there for the learner, and choose a female voice, let's say over here, and say, okay, insert. Yeah, this has got inserted, right? So when it's going to speak up, Lily will come in the timeline. Now we want this video to appear later. So just drag it in the timeline a little bit, this video, not the timeline, this video selected, the screencast basically, and keep it over here. Because we want the dialogue to get over. By 12 to 13 seconds, dialogues will get over. Only after that, the video will appear. That's why we put it like this. Yeah, so if you just preview this slide, this basically slide, it'll look like this. So we have to work on each and every slide. It's a pretty time-consuming process, but again, the idea is to learn these different options.
A Kanban board is the essence of the Kanban method. It is a tool for workflow